will have to be moved to help with road maintenance.
5:34 is your time. When we're talking about money, it's no secret this winter means that your heating bill is going to be very high. But there are ways that you can make sure that you're keeping your home warm without wasting so much extra money. And you're probably doing a little evaluation around now. So this morning, our Sean Lay is live in Ortonville with some expert advice on home insulation. We're a little late for this season, but we can certainly try and save some money for the rest of it and for years to come, Sean.
I think you can save money right now doing it, and you can even make your home a little more warmer if you have some drafts. I know I sat down on the couch yesterday. We have an older home. We were talking about older homes, Huntington Woods, Oak Park, many places in Detroit, Grosse Pointe, Royal Oak. Talking about homes built in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. A lot of them don't have this, insulation. We're doing something this morning we've actually never tried before, and that is this. Getting into an attic to show you how much insulation you need and how getting some more insulation can help cut down on those drafts and help cut down on the heating. Your furnace is running almost 24/7 to heat your home. We are at Ace & Sons here in Ortonville. They've let us in this morning to show you some things we're talking about here. Look, Charlie is the owner here. We're covered in insulation because we're trying to get in there to show you. We'll be here all morning. We'll work our way in there and show you what's going on there. But Charlie, you're in the insulation business, and you're saying you are busier than you've ever been before.
Yeah, less than 1 in 20 homes have proper insulation in their attic and proper insulation in their walls.
Hang on, so 1 in 20 homes only have enough insulation.
And that's a kind estimate. And a lot of homes are not at R49 in their attic. Their walls are ice cold. Their dishes are cold. They're calling their closets meat lockers. They're getting frost on the inside of their walls, ice jams. So we're there to obviously seal the house's envelope and make the house a lot less draftier, a lot more comfortable, and stop that furnace from running all day long.
So customers are calling and they're saying, hey, why are my dishes cold? Why is the furniture could even be cold to the touch? It's because there's not enough insulation. And it's pretty simple to have you guys come out and spray some more, just like a reinforcement. Is that right?
Yeah, just getting us out there. We'll come out there, take a look at it, and make sure that they're at R49 in the attic, and then we'll take a look at their walls and see what's going on. But you brought up a good point. A lot of the homes are built in the 40s and 50s and 60s prior to the 1970s have no insulation in their walls and very little insulation in their attic. And if their house is built prior than 2008, North Carolina had better insulation codes than Michigan. So they're not even if their house is 2008, they don't have enough insulation in their attics. So we'll go over there, baffle it, make sure it's done properly, make sure to get them to R49.
Look, we're just scratching the surface here. I'm educating myself about insulation, Rhonda, but if you notice, if your furnace is running constantly to keep your home, say at 68, 70, 72, some people
to your home as well.
Well, if you've opened up your heating bill, you can see what it's doing. And now you're probably thinking, what can you do to try and insulate and make sure that you're not losing all of that heat? That's why Sean Lay is joining us live from Ortonville with a little help from the experts. Good morning, Sean.
Moisturize you two. I tell you, you're talking about a lot of cracked skin there. You got to moisturize. Moisture is key. Hey, guys, we're in Ortonville. Ace & Sons is the place. It's an insulation company, family-owned and operated, and this is a green product. It's insulation, but it doesn't look like that pink Owens Corning stuff that you've seen over the years that has shards of glass in it. This is a newspaper that has been pulverized and goes into your attic, goes into your walls. What we're talking about here in Ortonville is a negative 27-degree wind chill right now. So many homes, maybe even your home, if it's an older home, may feel cold in different spots. Let's take you upstairs here into the attic here at Ace & Sons, give you an idea of what they've been doing this winter. They are booked solid with so many homeowners calling, wanting some more insulation. What they'll do is come out and see if you have enough insulation, just like lots of other insulation companies in our area. And if you don't have enough, and Ace & Sons says 1 in 20 homes do not have enough insulation in the walls and in the attic. And they will add insulation, is what you're seeing here. This is also something that you can do yourself to keep your home a little more airtight, but it's tricky because what you don't want to do is take apart your walls. That could be tricky to put those back together correctly. But if you do this in your attic, and this is something, Rhonda, you asked about. That was a good question you asked me last time. If you can spray insulation yourself in your attic, you can. Coming up at 6:30, we'll talk about that. But it's a tricky situation where you don't want to put too much, you don't want to put too little. And what this basically basically does is keeps your furnace from running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it keeps your home a little more warm by just putting a little more insulation there.
Trucks whenever needed. If they are seeing a trend here with accidents, and Rhonda and Evrod, you can see looking live 696 and Telegraph. The snow may be gone, but it is certainly a busy morning here at the Operations Center. Back to you.
Sure
Yeah,
is. Was hoping for a better morning drive today, Lauren. Thank you.
Yeah, time now is 6:35, and you know it's really cold out there, bitterly cold, and it's probably taking a toll on your monthly budget as heating costs rise. But there are ways that you can save a little bit of money.
Yeah, by holding in more of that heat in your house. Sean Lay joins us now live from Ortonville with some advice from the experts on insulating our homes and ways we can actually do it ourselves. Sean, good morning.
Good morning to you. Negative 27 degrees below zero here is a wind chill in Ortonville. You want to save money, of course, but we're all spending so much on heating our homes right now. The furnace running almost constantly to warm your home. And the other thing is your home just might be uncomfortable. Some rooms might be cold right now because this is such an unusual cold snap we're having with this whole polar vortex thing. So we have come out to Ortonville to Ace & Sons Insulation. If you want more insulation in a home, or if the home needs more insulation, this is Charlie, the owner. Charlie, how much is that going to cost for a refresher if you want some extra insulation?
A typical attic, depending on the size, how much prep they need, can be between like $1,000 to $2,000. And if we're talking the walls, it could be anywhere between $2,000 to $4,000. And again, depending on the size of the house, and if we're talking again in the attic, how much prep do they need? But a little bit of prep will go a long way.
So a lot of folks will try to, they'll do-it-yourselfers can add insulation to the attic. A lot of people do that. If you add too much, you might have some roof damage due to some related heat issues later in the year. But if you do it in the walls, that sounds a lot more challenging if you try to add to your wall.
Yeah, we don't recommend that a homeowner tries to do the walls themselves. That should be left to a professional. Because if you try to do the walls yourself, you can end up destroying your house. Homeowners that have tried have had major electrical issues. They got called electricians, they knocked the wires out. So the walls should be left to a professional, and they don't want the house to look like somebody, you know, of course, destroyed it. So it's important that the walls be left to a pro.
That's pretty challenging. So about 1 in 20, 1 in 30 homes don't have enough insulation. That's maybe why if you grab a dish out of the cupboard, it's cold. So insulation is key. A lot of people talk about windows and everything. That's important too, but insulation is the first foundation that you want to look at if your home's a little chilly this morning. We're live in Ortonville this morning. Sean Lay, local 4 today.
My dishes are chilly. It's a very interesting point, Sean. Thank you. Also insulating your pipes as well. A lot of people have had those frozen pipes. Click on Detroit.com is the place to go for all your weather information. You can stay up to date on the temperatures, the school closings, radar, so much more. You can head to the weather section right there on the homepage. 6:37 is your time, and happening today, Detroit is going to be well represented at the President's State of the Union address. Some notable local attendees, prominent women here in Detroit.